Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jack of All Trivia, and welcome to another Inner Geekdom tournament match. This one is for two different heavy hitters. These guys are looking to make their mark, looking to move on to the finals here in the Jack of All Trivia Inner Geekdom Championship Tournament. Hopefully, you guys are having a good time. I know these guys are getting ready to go. I am, of course, your host, the King of Hearts, James Shimo, and joining me today I have a brand new co-host, a gentleman who has yet to have the honor, but is so gracious to join us today to help me keep score and to help keep track of things today. The one and only Jacob E. West. Jacob, how's it going, man?
It's going good. My house has been super hectic past couple weeks, and it's finally quiet, and I get to relax and enjoy co-hosting an awesome trivia match today.
Absolutely. You know, life gets pretty hectic. You know, hands on the clock keep spinning around and around and around, driving us around at 100 miles an hour. But every now and then it's nice to just take a breath, pause, and just enjoy some good old nerd trivia, which is what we are here to deal with tonight. But yes, we have two competitors looking to advance in the Inner Geekdom tournament, one of whom is actually this close. With a win here today, he would be able to get his third win, which would be necessary to get him back into title contention. That being, of course, C-Dub Chris Woodburn. So it is a very, very dire situation for him tonight. But, of course, Jay Burnz is also looking to maintain his winning streak to get back into title contention. Both of these guys, you know, they have to have their eyes on Grant Gregory, who is our current Inner Geekdom champion. So I'm going to go ahead and keep my mouth shut, and I will let Jacob go ahead and see what is going on with each of these gentlemen and what their mindset is going into this match. Jacob, at your leisure, sir.
Definitely. So first person is Jay. Jay, where'd you get that shirt?
This shirt was brought to me very graciously by one Janine the Machine, G9 Designs, tpublic.com. Check her out. Nice little plug. Janine, pay me, please.
My second question was where can I get one? But thank you for answering that question. How are you doing today?
Man, you know what? I feel like a modern day warrior with a mean stride. Today's Tom Sawyer with a mean pride. My mind is not for right.
All right, C-Dub, you're next. You don't have a cool shirt like Jay, but your shirt's still kind of cool. What shirt do you have on today?
I'm rocking a movie trivia Schmodown shirt from the live event in New York with Janine participated against Chance Ellison and also had the singles championship match with Dan Murrow and Ethan Irwin.
All right, how are you doing today?
I'm feeling really good. Jay is he's one of the fiercest competitors I've ever played against. And this is gonna be a battle. It's kind of a shame that this isn't the finals of this tournament, but I'm happy to play him again, and may the best man win.
All right. Yeah, I don't know about y'all, but this is the finals in most people's book. Not the actual final, but what most people will consider the final. And you got me rocking the awesome Star Wars shirts. And now we'll throw it back over to James. What shirt are you wearing today?
I'm representing the greatest of all time in terms of superheroes, The Flash, of course, Barry Allen. The man who even Batman has said is what he wished he could have been if he had a time machine to go back and change some circumstances. So mad respect for the one and only Scarlet Speedster. But in any case, tonight's not about me. It is about these two gentlemen who are getting ready to flex their muscles in the area of Inner Geekdom knowledge. Now, with that in mind, like I said, these two are looking to move on to the semifinal round within this tournament. This is going to be interesting, but I know regardless of what happens here tonight, a lot of people are looking at this match as the finals, like you said, Jacob, and a lot of people would have to imagine that whoever comes out of this match on top would be almost the odds-on favorite to win the entire tournament. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is a Jack of All Trivia Inner Geekdom Championship Tournament match scheduled for 3 rounds to a finish. Introducing first, representing the men with no names, he is C-Dub Christopher Woodburn, and his opponent, representing the Revengers, the one, the only, the arsonist, Jay Burnz. All right. Both gentlemen are pumped and ready to go. Let's get into it. Round number one, gentlemen, works as follows. You will get 8 questions in 8 different geeky categories. You'll have 15 seconds to write down your answers on a whiteboard or piece of paper, whatever you happen to have at your disposal. Once I call your name, please show your answer to the camera and say it at the exact same time. Each correct answer is worth 1 point. There are no penalties for any incorrect answers. However, if you are able to get all 8 questions correct, you will receive a bonus question for 1 additional point. Keep in mind, gentlemen, that you do have 4 usages of our repeat rule. If you need a question repeated for whatever reason, you just want to stall for time, you didn't quite hear it correctly, go ahead and throw that out there, and I will be happy to repeat it for you. Keep in mind that we also allow for technical repeats in the event of lag or any other kind of system errors. Also, you have a challenge rule in effect. If you feel a ruling went sideways and shouldn't have, throw that on out there. Myself and Jacob will deliberate, and we will render a ruling. If you win the challenge, you get to keep it and use it again later on. If you lose the challenge, however, you do not get an opportunity to challenge at all anytime throughout the remainder of the match. With that said, C-Dub, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Jay Burnz, are you ready?
Sure.
Jacob, you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Well, then let's rock and roll. Ding, ding. All right, gentlemen, here we go. Question number 1 in round 1 is going to come in the category of Middle-earth. What does Bard the Bowman use to take down Smaug at the beginning of the Battle of the 5 Armies? Right. The Hobbit's often considered to be the lesser of the Middle-earth franchise.
It could have definitely been
Very
2
right
movies
point,
instead of 3.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, gentlemen. All right, let's go to C-Dub first.
A bow and arrow?
Unfortunately, I cannot accept just a bow and arrow. Let's go to Jay Burnz.
A black arrow.
A black arrow through a ballista, which would be the correct answer. So Jay gets the point there.
Actually, it'd be a black arrow through his son's shoulder.
Fair enough. All right. Next up, next question is going to come in the category of video game movies.
Yikes.
One of the most feared categories in the Inner Geekdom realm here at Jack of All Trivia. In Doom, who plays the role of Asher Mahonen, a.k.a. Sarge?
Speaking of shooting a black arrow through your son's shoulder, James, would you trust your father shooting a black arrow and using you as the bow?
Not really. It's not that I don't trust my dad or anything. It's just I don't want to get shot.
It's the ultimate game of William Tell.
For some people. At least we're a fan of Jackass. In 5, 4,
Although I thought
3,
the whole deal with William Tell was he wasn't supposed to shoot
1.
his son.
Pens down. Very good point, Jay. Let's go to you first, Jay.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
That is correct. And C-Dub.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
All right, C-Dub's on the board, nipping at Jay's heels. Guys did not come to mess around today. Next question is going to come in the category of directors. Question number 3, category of directors. Who directed Star Trek Generations? Say, Jacob, where do you stand? Do you prefer the original series cast or do you prefer Next Generation?
I'll be honest. I'm more of a Star Wars fan. With Star Trek, there really aren't any bad movies. I'm not particular on one set. I'd watch any of them.
I envy your naivete, sir. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
Wrong person.
All right, let's go to C-Dub.
David Carson.
That is correct for 1 point. And Jay Burnz.
Oh, no, I got Jonathan Frakes.
All righty.
Good pull, C-Dub.
We'll then move on now to question number 4. Question number 4 is going to come in the category of Star Wars.
Nothing but Star Wars.
All right, guys. Han Solo wins the Millennium Falcon from Lando Calrissian in what kind of game?
Now, which trilogy do you recommend as far as Star Wars?
Here's the thing.
All of them.
I mean, technically they're all canon, so you can't really ignore any of them. But I'd go, if I were to do watchability, I would start with original trilogy. Then I'd go the sequel trilogy once Rise of Skywalker comes out, and then I'd go to the prequels. Mainly because I don't feel like torturing myself for 6 hours with those prequels.
See, you gotta watch Rogue One, then you gotta watch 4, 5, and 6.
5, 4.
You can skip Solo
3,
entirely.
2, 1. Pens down. All right, let's go to Jay first.
I believe the game is called Sabak.
That is correct, although spelled incorrectly.
Yeah, it's a C, not a K.
Yep. And C-Dub.
Sabak.
That is correct. All right, tie game.
I prefer Pazak. I'm just saying.
All right, tie game at 3 apiece now, heading into question number 5. The category is the Wizarding World. Who plays the role of Neville Longbottom in the Harry Potter franchise? You gotta figure, if your parents were immigrants, what would your name have had to been in order to change it to Longbottom?
Tall ass.
Yeah. I was going to go for stretchy ass, but that might be a little bit more of a Monsters Revenge kind of situation.
That is definitely an interesting name. So
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to C-Dub first.
Matthew Lewis.
That is correct for 1 point. And Jay Burnz.
Matthew Lewis.
All right. These guys are going punch for punch here. Let's go ahead and move to our next category. Question 6. The category is the MCU. Who plays the role of Ned Leeds in the MCU Spider-Man films? Of course, Spider-Man Far From Home just recently released in theaters.
Cool. Are we getting any questions from it?
Maybe not directly, but I mean, in a way, this is a question that relates to it.
I'm just worried because it's only been out a week. I haven't seen it yet.
Don't worry, you're not alone. Besides, anything I would give you on that would be available on the IMDb page for now, at least. 5, 4,
Yeah, that spoiled the movie for me.
2, 1. Pens down. All right, let's go to C-Dub.
Jacob Batalon.
That is correct. And Jay.
Jacob Batalon.
Very good. All righty, next question. Category for question 7 is Pirates of the Caribbean. Here we go. Captain Armando Salazar is played by which actor in Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales? Of course, this is our penultimate question since neither competitor managed a perfect round. Still a strong showing by both competitors regardless.
yeah. What are your thoughts on the sequel to the Pirates of the Caribbean movies?
I mean, they get progressively worse as they go along. I'm not going to deny that. Hopefully they get them back on track at some point. 5, 4.
I do think
3,
this last one was better than Stranger Tides, though.
Yeah.
But they all were.
It was an improvement, but not by much.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Jay first.
Javier Bardem.
Incorrect pronunciation, but correct nonetheless. Could have easily taken a JTE on that one. And C-Dub.
It is pronounced Javier Bardem.
Javier Bardem is correct.
I know that. I was making a funny.
You're making a joke. Alrighty, and the final question in round number 1. Question number 8 is going to come in the category of the DCEU. All right. In Shazam, who plays the wizard who ultimately grants Billy Batson his magical abilities?
This is the only DCEU movie I have not watched yet, but it is on my list.
Oddly enough, one of the most entertaining ones, to be sure.
Yeah, Mark Strong always makes an entertaining villain.
Indeed, he does.
From Lord Blackwood in fucking Sherlock Holmes to Sinestro.
Just adding Mark Strong to anything just classes up the entire film. In 5, 4.
Yeah, I mean, he's the only saving grace of Kingsman 2.
2, 1. Hands down. Alrighty. Let's go to Jay first.
Oh, I definitely spelled it wrong, but it's Jaimon Hansu.
That is correct. And C-Dub.
Jaimon Hansu.
All right. We are tied at 7 apiece going in to round number 2. All right. Hot and heated battle, just neck and neck every step of the way. Definitely think that interesting. Wouldn't you say, Jacob?
Yep. I mean, it's exactly what we were expecting. It was going to be a barn burner, and that's exactly what it is so far.
Absolutely. I'd hate to see what happens if this comes down to a sudden death situation, because we know these guys have the legs to get there. But in any case, let's move on to round number 2. Round 2 is going to work as follows. Gentlemen, I currently have a random number generator set between the numbers of 1 and 12. Each number is going to correspond with a different category. If you do not like the category you are given at first, you may mulligan, unless, of course, you land on player's or opponent's choice. If you land on player's choice, obviously your fate is in your own hands. If you land on opponent's choice, well, let's hope you weren't a dick to the guy you're across the screen from. So, with that said, since we do have a tie game, let's go alphabetical. So, C-Dub, go ahead and call.
I'll let Jay pick if he wants.
Okay.
If you want to go first, bud, go ahead.
That's what I was going to say. Call heads or tails, C-Dub.
Okay, tails never fails.
And it is heads.
All
right, so Jay Burnz, you have the choice to go first or defer to C-Dub.
I'll defer.
All right, C-Dub, here you go. You landed on category number 7. Category number 7 is going to fall under category of Star Trek. Would you like to keep it or go again?
Decisions. I really want to risk this.
Risk it for the biscuit.
5.
I will
3.
go spin again.
All right, spin it again. You landed on category number 12 that time. And category 12 is going to correspond with scores and soundtracks.
Okay, I can live with that.
It's not a bad one. Good roll.
All right, here we go. In the category of scores and soundtracks, C-Dub, question number 1. Who provided the score for Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone?
Oh, John Williams.
That is correct for 2 points.
Good pull.
All right, here we go. Question number 2. The soundtrack to Captain Marvel includes which hit song by the group TLC?
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Baby, 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 B, Digging on You, C, Waterfalls, or D, No Scrubs?
Oh, shit. It's Waterfalls.
That is correct for 1 point. All right. Question number 3, C-Dub. Who composed the score for Shazam? Need an answer in 5. 4.
Benjamin Wallfish?
That is correct for 2 points. All right. Next question. Who composed the score for The Losers?
John Ottman.
That is correct for 2 points. All right. Your final question, C-Dub. Which song by Pink Floyd was included in the soundtrack for Doctor Strange?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, See Emily Play, B, Point Me at the Sky, C, Pigs on the Wing, or D, Interstellar Overdrive?
B.
B as in boy?
Yes.
That is incorrect. Jay Burnz for a 1-point steal. Again, is it A, See Emily Play, B, Point Me at the Sky, C, Pigs on the Wing, or D, Interstellar Overdrive?
I'm gonna go with D as in dog.
That is correct for 1 point.
Yeah. I
right.
figured there had to be the other one I was debating on.
You
Well,
took
at
you
this
took the
point-
first one that popped into my head. So
Yeah.
Right now, it's a good situation for C-Dub. Now he is right now in the lead with 14 points to 8. So Jay Burnz definitely has some work to do in round 2. All right, Jay, I have your number generating at the moment. Are you ready?
Doviande Setovius again. It's time to toss the dice, buddy.
All right, you landed on category number 1. Category number 1 is the category of heroes. Would you like to keep it or go again?
I'll throw it back one more time.
Okay. Can't do that one. You landed on 12, which C-Dub already took. You landed on category number 5 that time, which is the category of the Wizarding World.
Okay,
Alrighty,
I'll take it.
here we go. In the category of the Wizarding World. Question number 1, Jay. In Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, George and Fred advise Harry to take a secret passage to Hogsmeade. Where does the passage let out?
Honeydukes.
That is correct for 2 points.
Good pull.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right, question 2. In Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, who plays the role of Mary Lou Barebone, head of the New Salem philanthropic movement?
Good question. Multiple choice.
All right, is it A, Carmen Ejogo, B, Allison Sedol, C, Samantha Morton, or D, Jen Murray?
Will it cost me a repeat to hear those options one more time?
I'll give you one free one on the options. Is it A, Carmen Ejogo, B, Allison Sedol, C, Samantha Morton, or D, Jen Murray?
I'm gonna go C, Samantha Morton.
That is correct for 1 point.
Good. Nice.
All right, question number 3. In The Sorcerer's Stone, what does Draco Malfoy steal from Neville after Neville is injured during flying lessons?
His Remembrall.
That is correct for 2 points. All right. Next question. In Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, what is the name that Professor Umbridge gives to the Slytherin students that she employs to expose Dumbledore's army?
Just because I don't know how you worded it, give me multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Investigation Squad, B, Inquisitorial Squad, C,
B.
Interrogation Squad,
It's B.
or D? Okay, yes, it is B. That's correct for 1 point. We have a tie game. And Jay can pull off a 2-point lead heading into round 3 if he gets this final question right without the use of multiple choice. Question is, what is the name of the goblin who helps Harry, Ron, and Hermione sneak into Gringotts in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2?
Grip Hook.
That is correct for 2 points.
Nice.
Well, this is definitely a battle. Both of these guys coming on strong throughout both rounds, but Jay Burnz ends up with a 2-point lead heading into round number 3. 16 points over C-Dub, who has 14. This is quite the match. Exactly what we knew it was going to be. Jacob, your thoughts so far?
I mean, exactly what you just said. It's been fantastic so far. Jay, almost perfect. I had to go multiple choice a couple times, but got every single question right. C-Dub almost perfect. Missed that one question at the end that Jay stole from him. But it's been great so far.
All right. So with that said, we will now move into round number 3. Round 3 will work like this, gentlemen. You each will choose 3 numbers, ranging between 1 and 15. Each number will correspond with a different movie category. The first question you receive will be worth 2 points, the second worth 3 points, and the final is worth 5 points. By the end of this match, we will either have a winner or we will head into sudden death when it comes to round 3. With that said, Jay, since you are in the lead, you may choose your 3 numbers first.
3, 12, and 15.
3, 12, and 15. Okay. All right. And C-Dub.
9,
Mhm.
4,
Uh-huh.
and 8.
9, 4, and 8. All right. All right, C-Dub, since you are currently behind, you will go first. Your first question is going to come in the category number 9. That is the category of Star Trek. All right, C-Dub. For 2 points. Who plays the role of Pavel Chekhov in Star Trek 2009?
Anton Yelchin.
R.I.P.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, C-Dub ties it up. We are going to move over to Jay to see if he can break this tie. You will start with category number 9. Or I'm sorry, number 3. I'm sorry.
I was going to say.
I was reading the wrong name. Category number 3, which is the category of Marvel films.
Okay.
Okay. All right, for 2 points. What is the full name of Miles Morales' father in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse? Keep in mind, you do still have your 4 repeats. Need an answer in 5. 4, 3, 2.
Jefferson Davis.
1. That is correct for 2 points. All right. So Jay retakes the lead, which brings us back to C-Dub. Category number 4, which is the category of movie release dates. All right, C-Dub for 3 points. When was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 released?
$1993.
That is correct for 3 points. All right. We move back to Jay Burnz now. Category number 12. Category number 12 is going to correspond with mixed bag.
Okay.
All right. 3 points, Jay. What is the name of the protocol that leads Eggsy and Merlin to the Statesman headquarters in Kingsman, the Golden Circle? An answer in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Let me get a repeat.
1. Okay. What is the name of the protocol that leads Eggsy and Merlin to the Statesman headquarters in Kingsman, the Golden Circle?
What's the name of the protocol?
5, 4, 3, 2,
Let me use another one.
1. Okay. What is the name of the protocol that leads Eggsy and Merlin to the Statesman headquarters in Kingsman, the Golden Circle? Five.
The Yankee
4.
protocol.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect. The correct answer that we were looking for was the Doomsday Protocol. All right. That is going to lead us to our final question, at least for you. Category 15. Category 15 corresponds with Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yikes.
All right. Here we go. For 5 points and to stay in the game, in which of the Pirates films will you hear a drunken Mr. Gibbs singing Yo Ho Ho and a Bottle of Rum? Five.
Good
4.
game, C-Dub. Curse of the Black Pearl.
And your winner, advancing to the semifinals, C-Dub Christopher Woodburn. The correct answer was Dead Man's Chest. All right, what a match, 19-18. It came down to a 1-point difference. These guys were neck and neck the entire game. In the end, C-Dub is able to pull out the win. He is now back in the hunt for title contention, even if he loses this tournament. So he's got to be feeling really good right about now. Jacob, thoughts overall on the match?
I mean, there's nothing much you can say. That was a fantastic match. I mean, I'm sweating partially because it's really hot in my house right now, but also because of how intense this was.
Yeah, especially we got to that round 3. There wasn't much banter going on between either you or myself because we were just so dialed in to what was going on here between these two. We didn't want to cut the tension at all. Wanted to just let it permeate. Didn't want to be a distraction. But with that said, why don't you go ahead and see how each of these guys are feeling now after this absolute slobber knocker of a match.
All right. So with our unfortunate second place finisher, Jay, how are you feeling after that?
I'm tired. I'm irritated. Good job, C-Dub.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. That's one of the best matches I've seen. So there's no reason to hold your head down. You did great. You've been on a hot streak with everything, and we definitely will see more of you later on. C-Dub, how about you? How are you feeling after that?
Man, this match, it was everything that I thought that it would be. Jay he's one of the best, and he brings out the best in me. Man, I love playing against him. I'm sorry, believe me, that 5-pointer, I'm dead man chess. I would have had no idea either. But you're a hell of a competitor, man, and I hope I can do you proud, and I can win in the finals and get to Grant and possibly take that belt away from Grant, because he's had it for quite some time, and I really would like to have it.
Yeah, C-Dub, I'm with you there on that last question. I mean, what movie was Gibbs drunk in? That was all of them. So there was no narrowing that down.
I've only seen the first one, so I wouldn't have known either.
All right, all right. I mean, we definitely had some fireworks in this match. It's not the 4th of July anymore, but there were definitely a lot of sparks going off, a lot of fury flying back and forth between these two gentlemen. But in the end, C-Dub manages to pull out the win, is now moving on to the next round of the tournament, and I know he's got to be absolutely psyched to be in this match. It is going to come down to the wire one way or the other. And I personally can't wait to see how everything shakes down in these finals. So with that said, we'll go ahead and wrap it up here today. We'll go ahead and round the horn real quick and see where we can find everybody. Starting with our winner this evening, Mr. C-Dub, Chris Woodburn. Where can everybody find you, man?
You can find me on YouTube, Christopher Woodburn, Twitter, Chris Woodburn83, Facebook, Christopher Michael Woodburn. I know the match hasn't happened yet, at least not to my knowledge. I know I'll face either the winner of Dave Lees or Caleb Boatman. Best of luck to both of you, and whoever wins, I'll see you in the finals. Peace.
All right, and of course, to our second place finisher, the one and only, the arsonist, Mr. Jay Burnz. Jay, where can everybody find you, man?
Everybody already knows where to find me, bro. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. It doesn't matter.
All right. And of course, for my co-host this evening, Mr. Jacob E. West. Jacob, thank you so much for joining me here tonight. I was happy to have you here as a co-host. Where can everybody find you online?
On Facebook, Jacob E. West, and Twitter and Instagram, 307 Jakob. That's YAHKOB.
Very, very cool. And, of course, you can find me, the King of Hearts, James Shimo, right here at Jack of All Trivia. You can find me running these Inner Geekdom Leagues on Monday nights. You can also find me competing in the Wrestling Trivia League on Wednesday nights. I just recently lost my championship to one Harry Broadhurst. But don't worry, I'm getting back in the saddle to get back to that title as quickly as possible, so don't you worry about that. But, yeah, that's going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. I will bid you all adieu. So, for Jacob E. West, for C-Dub, for the Arsonist, I am, of course, your host, James Shimo, and I am bidding you goodbye, mwah, and good night. Bang!